Okay, perfect. Welcome to Sherry Atchison's masterclass today on blended families, 7 steps to happiness and cohesiveness. A big warm welcome to everybody who's joining us here on Zoom, and a big warm welcome to everybody who's watching us on YouTube. For those of us who are here in Zoom, please let us know your country and city, along with your current time of day, wherever you are. We'd like to give you a big warm welcome. I'm pretty sure that we have an international presence here from Canada and the US at the very least. Who else do we have? Okay, so we're just waiting for those comments to come through. Feel free to share which country and city you're calling in from. We have somebody here from New England. A very big warm welcome to you. New Mexico, hello. Big warm welcome to you as well. Definitely, we've got a Canadian presence. I'm based here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Coach Sherry Atchison is based in Montana. Okay, excellent. So it is definitely an international presence today. And please put a yes in the chat if you would love to know how to achieve happiness and cohesiveness in a blended family. Yes, we've got some yeses lighting up the chat box. So well, congratulations, you're in the right place. Coach Sherry Atchison is going to be helping you today. But before we proceed, I'd like to let you know that this masterclass is being recorded so that others can watch a replay. And at this moment, it's my pleasure to introduce Coach Sherry Atchison to you. Coach Sherry, as her clients refer to her, is someone who works her way up in every position to the point of mastery. And I'm just going to pin myself here, Sherry, so that people are able to watch me while I'm doing this. So I'm going to pin myself. Yes. So thank you. So as I was saying, Coach Sherry, as her clients refer to her, is someone who works her way up in every new position to the point of mastery. She's come from an unfortunate upbringing, which led her to explore, learn, and teach others how to overcome any obstacle that may be in their path. As a child, Coach Sherry endured both physical and emotional abuse. The abusive circumstances were so pronounced that she always held her head down so that no one could see her face. She didn't speak to anyone or look into anyone's eyes for fear that they would see her as a failure. When she looked into the mirror, she didn't look into her own eyes either because she felt that she didn't exist. The pain led her to study psychology and sociology at the age of 12 to understand why her parents were so cruel. You see, is these family circumstances that led to her viewing herself that way. She didn't have a proper role model, so she set out to teach herself how to overcome her own insecurities and blossom into a confident young woman. In high school, Sherry joined the speech team, drama department, and learned how to play the keyboard. She's always been into singing, having been a part of every choir in high school. She also writes lyrics for music. In fact, she's written the lyrics to 24 different songs. Singing and songwriting were ways of getting her messages out to the world. She's an incredibly ambitious, hardworking, and high-performing individual. Throughout her career, she's worked for several corporations where she started at the bottom, and within a few years, she was promoted into a district manager position, which had her managing the entire state. In her management roles, she loved inspiring her employees to offer the best customer service. During her employment, she was also a member of Toastmasters for 10 years, where she gained public speaking skills to inspire as many people as possible. For those of you who aren't aware, Toastmasters is an international organization for public speaking with clubs around the world. Sherry had the privilege to live in Germany for 7 months and was there when the Berlin Wall came down in 1989. While she was there, she obtained her international driver's license after passing an incredibly difficult exam concerning European rules. Her study skills paid off because it allowed her to enjoy driving on the Autobahn to explore as much of the country as possible. A couple of years ago, after her mother's death, Coach Sherry decided to obtain the necessary higher education and multiple professional certifications to allow her dreams to become a reality. Coach Sherry is now an international mindset coach who is trained and certified in hypnotherapy by the world-renowned Marissa Peer. She's also trained and certified as a virtual coach by Evan Pagan, who's renowned in his own right as an American author and entrepreneur, having been wildly acclaimed for running 10 different 7-figure companies. Coach Sherry is also a trained and certified manifestation coach, having gained her training by Scott Haug, who's a master manifestation coach. Notably, Scott Haug qualified to be a part of Bob Proctor's inner circle of top consultants worldwide 5 times to date. To tie it all together, Coach Sherry's unique style offers visualization techniques, accountability techniques, and growth techniques. Her professional qualifications allow her to produce custom-made, individualized audio recordings to support her clients with mindfulness, meditation, and hypnotherapy in accordance with Marissa Peer's world-renowned rapid transformational therapy program, which means that her clients don't have to receive therapy forever. Coach Sherry wants people to overcome their fears and doubts and reach their happiness as soon as possible so that they can start living their best life. In her spare time, she loves to travel and study different countries and cultures abroad, which allows her to serve it allows her to serve an international clientele with great understanding and respect. Her biggest joy is bringing people together in a private community with caring and connection. Please join me in welcoming the one and only Coach Sherry Aitchison.
Thank you.
On your microphones so that we can hear the applause.
Thank you. What is going on tonight? Like that? Okay, so you can just see the slide and then us on the side.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not real.
What you've done here is you've expanded your screen to make that preview kind of go off the screen. So this is ideal now for viewers watching.
So this is good?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. Sorry, more technical difficulties. It's all good. Okay, all right. So to begin with, okay, so problems with blended families and what they face. So each member of the family needs attention. And the siblings, they size each other up. There's rivalries are created, jealousy, like I was speaking about. And then what happens is there's an identity crisis, which can occur in children, and confusion between their natural parents and their step parents. Also, there's difficulties with legal and financial issues that could increase, relationship conflicts with ex-spouses, parenting rules not enforced, not on the same page, and keeping life as it was. In addition, there's difficulty in letting your partner parent your children, not including the children in a discussion about their new life and their new rules. So when we go back here, just to speak a little bit about that, when you bring two families together, everyone needs to know and be made feel that they matter and that they are just as important, because a lot of times the mom and the dad, they have this romantic relationship and they bring their two families together. And what's really important is their romantic relationship and working everything out in how to get along and how to cohabitate in a new home. And then when you have children involved, sometimes the kids are overlooked as far as how they feel about the situation and what it means to them to cohabitate as well. What stress factors there are. It causes a lot of problems. Siblings sizing each other up. Are they better than me? Are they going to be more loved than me? Am I going to be overlooked all the time because they like the other new kid better? There's a lot of problems. And then, like I said, the jealousy, where I didn't want my stepsister paying that much attention to my brother because he was like my family and I did not know her that well. So jealousy does occur. And then the identity crisis also goes with the fact that children need attention. And who do they honor when it comes to discipline and respect? Children a lot of times will, if they came with the mom, whatever the mom says goes, and they're not going to listen to what the stepdad says, and vice versa. And then whatever the ex-spouse says, children will, from who that's their natural parent, will give that ex-spouse more weight in what they have to say rather than the new step-parent. So it does cause a lot of difficulties. Obviously, between the parents, there can be difficulties with legal and financial issues. You're bringing two homes worth of debt together. This causes a lot of unnecessary stress and anxiety. When you have ex-spouses that are a part of the picture, this causes a lot of issues depending on how the previous marriage ended. If there's a lot of hurt, a lot of negativity, there's going to, all of that is going to be brought into the new family. If there is jealousy, where Let's say the new mom is really trying to do a good job with all these kids, and the ex-mom has a problem with the new mom, or vice versa. And the same with the dads. It's a lot of additional stress and depression and just all tons of emotion kick in. Parenting. If one household with the mom and the kids is used to having certain rules and guidelines, and then they try to mesh that with the other half of their brand new family, something has to be done about getting on the same page with the rules, and also giving the brand new spouse authority on how they want to parent the kids. But a lot of times those conversations don't take place. So there has to be a means to come together and come to an agreement of discipline and how are we going to deal with the children. And then a natural feeling is keeping life as it was. When you're used to being with one parent, you get used to that world. And then when you mesh it with a brand new parent and a brand new sibling, your world is turned upside down, and that causes a lot of conflict as well. It's hard to let go of how you raise your children and let somebody that has not been in your life that long actually raise your children. So again, that ties right back to let's get on the same page. We need to figure this out so that we don't confuse the kids, because this causes a lot of trauma in kids and they have no idea which way to turn. Also, the children are not included in discussions. You have a brand new couple that come together and they are inundated with working out the relationship, trying to figure out how this new family is going to work, what they have to do to eliminate as many problems, or when the problems do arise, it's an additional stress factor for this brand new relationship between this brand new couple that formed. Therefore, their energy is put more into their relationship, trying to keep it healthy, trying to keep it strong. Unfortunately, the children are left behind. And how many of you can relate to different issues like that as well? So it's just, you can understand that. And we have enough problems just having a regular family, let alone bringing two worlds together. So let's talk about how to create connectivity and happiness. Give and get. It's like breathing. You have to do both. And Reverend Deborah Johnson said this. I wrote it down the minute she said this statement. I love this statement. This is not the time to stay stuck in your ways. You need to compromise. This applies to every member of the family. But it is like breathing. You have to give and you have to get. You have to breathe out and you have to breathe in. So whoever is watching, if you can think about this quote, it really makes sense. It's a give and take in order to find some type of happiness in your relationship. So let's start. The first thing that I suggest you do is set healthy boundaries. Let everyone know what isn't acceptable. This teaches respect. So if you're a new couple that just came together, you too need to sit down and decide how you want to run your brand new family. You need to decide together what boundaries you want to set. If the boundaries are violated, then you need to decide together the means of discipline. Be on the same page. Don't play good cop, bad cop. You will cause so much stress in your children. Plus, if you both are on the same page, the new children in the family will respect the new spouse, the new parent, more, because they're siding with their own original parent, if that makes any sense. So this little tip goes a long ways. It's not easy, but it can be done. The next thing to do is have a family fun night. Once a month, plan to do one thing as your brand new family. Do miniature golf, bowling, going for a hike, go to a concert, but make sure it's an activity where there is movement and there is inclusion for every member of the family. What this does is this brings all the brand new family members together and makes them feel connected. It makes them feel that this is your brand new tribe, a brand new community. And as long as you are actively moving around and having fun and laughing, you're taking less focus off of being judged, and you're keeping the focus on an activity and fun and laughter. This is really important for you to actually put in your calendar and schedule your family fun night. If you truly love and admire and adore and really care about your brand new family, you will both get on the same page and make a commitment to do this. Do this not only for yourselves, but for your children. Not only will this strengthen the bond between the two of you, but it will also strengthen the bond between the children and you. So make this happen. It makes your children feel that they matter, that they are important, and that this is what this brand new little nucleus is going to do. I have to say one thing about action, keeping active. Do you know, like for instance, we'll just talk about my husband. And I've noticed this in a lot of men. Sometimes when a woman is trying to talk to a man, he's moving around and it seems like he's ignoring her. But men have to physically move in order to process. At least a lot of men I know, and this is so true of my husband. He's not paying attention to me, but he really is. He's listening. But as he moves, that movement in his body, he's processing information. So this is why I came up with this idea of having a family fun night, because it's the movement. Your brain processes things in a much more saturated way instead of just sitting there. If that makes sense to anybody, put a yes in the chat if that makes sense to you. Okay, this is a really cool thing. Do a grab hat surprise. This is where each member of the family grabs another family member's name out of the hat. And then they need to do something nice and unexpected for this family member. This is a very strong exercise to do because it's going to force the person that draws your name out of the hat to really take a good look at you and think about something that you might like. It teaches thoughtfulness. It teaches compassion. It teaches them to look at the positive in you, especially if you're new. So this is an amazing exercise. It's a lot of fun, and it really brings people together. Now to get down to the nuts and bolts of things. Get honest. Get honest about strengths, weakness, and acceptance. You must create a safe space in your home for each family member. This means that you have a brand new nucleus, and it's scary. It's scary for you as a couple. It's scary for your children because they don't know what is going on. It's the unknown. Our brains, our minds are wired to go to what we know and to what is comfortable, even if it's not good. So when you create a brand new nucleus, it's uncomfortable because it's unknown to you as a couple and to all your children. So it is up to you to create a safe space in your home for each family member. And you do this by sitting everyone down and you discuss the rules, the expectations, but you also allow input from each member of the family. And you're very honest with everyone, including the children, what your wants are, what your desires are for this brand new family. But just like the breathing, you put out information to your children, and you've got to get information back from your children. This will make your children feel accepted, included, and because each member of the family gets to have a voice, then it actually creates a bond with everyone. So this is extremely important. This is also important. Create a vision board for each member of the family. This is a great activity to do as a family, but there's a lot of importance to a vision board. This allows everyone to see each other's interests. This is how the children are going to get to know about the brand new children that are in the family. This is how the children are going to get to know about the brand new parent. And these are how the brand new parents are going to get to know everything about their brand new kids. And having a vision board is so important because it shows personality and it strengthens respect, not only for yourself, but for others. Why is it important to have a vision board for yourself? Because you are constantly reminded of who you are, what you love, what inspires you, and it keeps you focused. And then others can see everything about you. So if you have your own vision board, whether you're a child or whether you're a parent, you don't get lost. And then it's important to see another person's vision board as a constant reminder. Wow, this is what they really like. This is telling me so much about their personality and their character. And that is all about respect. The more you see it, the more you believe it. So this will really help every single one of you and your brand new family get to know each other. And lastly, get group coaching. Your nucleus will need a good outside voice, someone who is not I'm sorry, I just lost the word I was thinking of, but someone who can be completely balanced and fair-minded is not emotionally connected. This way you can hear everything from the new parents to the new kids, and everybody has a safe place. They have a voice. Everyone gets to be heard. So having a neutral party oversee the conversation where you have topics of concern that arise. Coaching allows a safe place for each person, like I said, to voice their feelings and their opinions. And then great suggestions pop up from that. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. In the meantime, I dug up some client testimonials. This was from a good friend of mine, Tony, and he is a social worker and he specializes in addiction counseling. And he was feeling very depressed and anxious and lacking motivation. He tried supplements and medication, had very little success. He was looking for a natural remedy on social media, and he came across me. I gave Tony one therapy session, just one, and it was a hypnotherapy session. And he was amazed at the events that took place in his life. He was convinced that he had previously dealt with past events, and yet all these emotions came through during the session. Long story short, I helped him, I encouraged him, I guided him, and he was off and running. And to this day, Tony is very successful. He's doing an amazing job, and he really, really stepped it up. So this was a great success story for Tony. I'm very proud of him. Also, other things that I did, I worked with a couple, and this is just a different area, but her and her husband, he chewed tobacco for 28 years, and she worked in a casino, and she spent a lot of money. And actually, I helped both of them with that. And this was in the spring of 2021 that I helped both of these people. As of today, she has lost over 100 pounds. They both are still free from these addictions. The reason why I shared these with you is because the way that I help people, I really get to the core of the problem, and I really deeply care about their success. And when we have limiting beliefs, they can be crushed so that you can have brand new beliefs, and it works all the time, as long as you're not someone that expects a magic pill, because magic pills don't work. So how it works is that I create a blueprint of action and I design it specifically for your family's needs. This means that we have a free consultation call, and we just sit down and we discuss what your barriers are, your obstacles are, or things that you would like to accomplish. And then we list those goals to achieve, and you definitely want the outcome of overall happiness and cohesiveness for your family. I give you 6 live Zoom meetings with me. I give you accountability exercises, because just talking and information is not enough. You actually have to take action, but the actions are good, and we just reviewed several of those. I provide you with personal success trackers. That way, giving yourself satisfaction that you're making strides toward your goals is a great way of self-acknowledgement, self-respect. I assist you in building your vision boards digitally. Together, we'll go through, I'll give you ideas so that you know how to do it. And then that way you can take this to the family and just have a heyday with it. I also offer 3 group coaching sessions for your entire family, 3 group sit downs, so that we can all talk together about anything. And so everyone in your family has a voice. I also provide email and text support available between any sessions. So I'm here for you. If you are here tonight, I have this exclusive event deal, which I will keep activated for the next 48 hours, since people are going to watch this on Facebook, and my YouTube channel kind of crashed on me. So I will post this on YouTube. But for the next 48 hours, this exclusive deal is what I'm offering you. I normally charge $13.94 for a 6-week package to your family's ideal life. Because you attended this event, I am knocking 50% off of this deal, and I'm giving it to you for this exclusive event price of $697 to cover the entire 6 weeks, which includes all of the above. All you have to do is go to my Calendly and schedule an appointment. As long as you get on my calendar and schedule a free call with me so that we can sit down and discuss how this can help you, I will honor this discount for you. So you have 48 hours to get your call booked. And we will put this in the comments out there on Facebook. And I will make sure that if you're watching on YouTube, that this slide is up long enough, which I'm leaving it up long enough right now, so that you can get this information. And I will also give you the link on the YouTube channel as well. So be sure you book your call tonight to get the special discount. If you don't see this replay until the next couple of days, that's fine. Book your call, and I will honor this discount. Because what really matters to me is that you have true happiness and cohesiveness with your family, because life will be so much better. So do I have any questions or any comments? Maybe we could just open up the floor for quick discussion.
Well, Coach Sherry, that was an excellent presentation. I learned lots. So thank you very much for putting this together for us today. And I am blown away by this deal that you're offering. Wow, 50% off. This is a huge deal. And for those of you who aren't aware about what rapid transformational therapy is, let me tell you, this is what's going to get at the core of the issue, is going to help enable a reset so that you can move forward with greater strength. And that's one of the components here that Coach Sherry speaks to in her program. So please check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would like to add, as a social worker, what Sherry's offering is very important. And I've had foster children. I'm in a blended family. And these techniques are hugely important. So thank you, Coach Sherry, for offering them. And what a wonderful presentation. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sandy.
And may I offer also another perspective with this? even if a family isn't blended, everything that you outlined is very important for families, period. My family was never strong on communication, ever. And so, yes, individuals will feel invisible, others favored, resentment happens, jealousy happens, all of this. And the parents misunderstand the children on top of it and don't even recognize their personalities. So, whether somebody is a blended family or not, this program is very powerful for them to go through. And for you to offer such an amazing rate right now, it is truly, truly a gift for anybody who can recognize it. So,
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah,
Coach
and
Sherry, thank you very much. We really
yeah,
appreciate this presentation.
thank you so much. And you're exactly right. This is for any family that has issues like this or problems. And it's really important that everyone in the family feels that they matter and that they belong. And this leads to so many problems. Children, as they get into their teens, they start turning to their friends instead of their family. It's very hurtful sometimes when we don't have a family member to lean on. So I think this program is extremely important, whether you're a blended family or you're a regular family. There are a lot of great ideas here. I encourage everyone who's watching to check out these ideas. Just give them a shot. It's amazing how it will make everyone in your family feel included, that they matter, that they are loved, and that they are cared about. That's what it really is all about. So I appreciate everyone attending tonight. The information will be in the comments section. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience going from YouTube to Facebook. I truly appreciate that. Thank all of you beautiful women for showing up, for your support tonight. It means the world to me. So thank you so much.